Welcome back. I'm playing Battle Brothers, and last time we were able to complete our ambition. We're starting to get some better equipment, getting some pretty serious armor upgrades, which is definitely fantastic. I've come down here because I'm trying to get stocked up on supplies, because as you can see I'm still pretty short on supplies. Got quite a bit of food, and the other resources are pretty much maxed out at this point in time. Decided to come down this way, seeing if maybe I could sell a little bit better. And then ideally we're going to have to run all the way back up to here because I'd like to get to that kennel again to buy a bunch of new dogs. But it's going to be a while, I think. And of course we're still at war with those guys down here. We've got 4 out of the 5 retinue going right now. The next one we'll get is at 3,300, which is going to be quite some time most likely. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe try to just get a level or 2, and then I'd like to try to come over here and try to fight this witch hut again. Because last time I went there I got my ass totally handed to me, but I want to stock up on supplies before I do that. I also wouldn't mind having one of those missions if I could get a supply run. If it got me up that way, I'd probably take that as well to keep pushing things here. And the other thing is, if it gave me some ambitions to go fight some undead, you know, we've got several of these little hut areas here that usually the undead like to hang out in. It's either undead or brigands tend to be in these little buildings over here. So those are all things that we could do as well. Unfortunately, some of them are in enemy lands. Eventually, I'd like to keep exploring the map as well, so we can see what's going on. I think there's pretty much barbarians up north here. And then there's some weird thing over here, the Black Shroud Manor. I don't know what that is, but I haven't seen something like that, so I don't know if that's like a boss battle or what's exactly happening there. So it definitely could be a little bit scary, but I would like to have a little more variation on what's going on here. I mean, I can still run missions and things, but our guys actually feel pretty good now that we're starting to get some better equipment. I mean, I'd really like to get some war bows and things too, but I just haven't gotten the right guys to cross paths with this far. So let's see here. What do we got for prices? They're pretty high. So what do we got? We got a 3 skull. You find with a scapula around his neck. Although it's ordinary. Ooh. Thaumaturgal arrangements have been replaced with garlic and onions. He has tears in his eyes. Oh, Sellsword, I'm so glad to see you. Please sit. Ducking under herb-heavy streamers, you come and sit before the man. Your eyes slim and begin to water. He continues, look, this is going to make me sound like the biggest goddamn fool you've ever come by, but listen, many years ago my firstborn came to a world clothed in illness. Oh, is this going to be the witches? I saw a day to witches. Yep. Okay. You hold up your hand and ask him if he made a pact and if they're here to collect on the debt. The man nods. 18 years ago is what they promised, and tonight the 18th upon the earth. This no simple task, Sellsword. These women are dangerous beyond the steel's proper reckoning, and I wager they'll be all the more hellish once they learn I refuse to pay. Are you sure you wish to help protect my child? Wiping his eyes, you begin to weigh your options. I expect to be paid very well. He's going to give me 3,100. Alright, I accept your offer. Now, the question is, I put these equipment on these guys here because I think once they get to, you know, this much armor, they should be able to tank things a little bit better. And I think I want to start transitioning to two-handed weapons so they dish out more damage, because one of the things I'm frequently finding is I just can't do the damage with these one-handed weapons. And I'm running into fatigue issues, so I need to get my fatigue up for sure. I guess let's just camp while we're waiting for some witches to come. Oh, nope, that's not witches. That is somebody else. The woman is spotted approaching the company. Sellswords are ensorced by her beauty, but you know better. You draw your sword and clang it loud enough to draw the ire of this supposed lady. She sneers and lips snap back into a grin and goes from nearly ear to ear. Skin tightens until it ceases and turns a purple gray. She laughs and laughs as her hair falls out, the witch points a finger at you. Ah, I smell your ancestry, sellsword, but it does not matter where you come from. The pact must be paid by the firstborn blood, and anyone who stands in our way will bleed in kind. The company falls into formation, and you tell that guy's boy to keep his head down. To arms. Alright, and you run away. Oh, that's not good. Alright, you come over here. Oh, I can't believe you missed that. And if you move... I guess we're gonna shield wall. Well, let's see if we can keep coming towards me, I guess. I'll run you up this way. And you're just stuck there until he breaks. Wonder how many witches there's gonna be. Is it just gonna be one or multiple? What I don't want... Oh, shit. Alright, maybe I should have been doing that. Oh, I should have been locking the other ones down. Alright, did I get my guys back? You're still charmed, huh? It surprises me. I would have thought that would have broke the spell. I'll put you here. Because I need you to stop these guys from moving around. I can't tell if there's still... witches there, or if that's just old sounds. Ah, you bastard. Good hit. Oh my god. I'll just put you there and you can attack both then. These guys are hitting pretty hard here. Ah, there is another one. Damn it. That's a big hit. And of course you missed. I can't have you be up top. I don't want to move you guys out. Before everybody else. Alright. Oh, he's running, huh? Alright. Shit, she's running too. Ah, she's back again. I don't know if the resolve will help you get through here or not. I'll put you there. Oh, fuck. Could have just moved you out and I wouldn't have had to deal with that. Doesn't look like that really did much. Wonder what the chances are of you getting into position. Okay, she's down. Alright, took a lot of injuries there, unfortunately. Let's see, return. The townsman and the firstborn embrace like the telling of two separate dreams of identical circumstances, slowly coming together despite the appeals of reality. Finally, they hug and clench one another and pause to stare at one another to make sure that it's all real. You tell Hemrad that every witch is dead, but that he should keep the tale to himself. He nods. Spirits feed on hubris. I know that much, and I shall take the story to the grave. I thank you for what you've done today, Sellsword. I thank you to such lengths that you cannot possibly know. I have only one way to express my appreciation. He brings a satchel of gold, and the sight of the bag bulging with coin brings a warm smile to your face. It all worked out in the end. It sure did. And the prices are better. Nice. So let's get this stuff going. Let's buy some wood at good prices. And how bad are my guys injured? Yeah, we got multiple injuries, unfortunately, but only a couple days with that surgeon. I think that's really going to help us. So the question is do I come up here to try to do the witch hunt, or do I get dogs and then come back down? Because I may want the dogs to help me. Let's see. Discover 4 locations. Become glorious. You feel good, ready to lead the Battle Brothers through the challenge that come. You gather the men around, kicking Baldwin to his feet and telling Abdari to finish scraping away the hairs on his neck later. When their muttering has decided to address them. Honestly, I feel like that's probably the easiest one to do, right? Get our renown up to 2700. Because we're running around doing missions right now. That's only 200, so we should be able to do that, especially if we do some level 3 contracts and things. Alright, let's take a look here. You pause at the forest clearing. The hut before you stands like a mere crumb. It is so quaint and easily forgotten you wonder how it could have survived, but perhaps its total banality and unassuming nature is itself a sort of armor. But you've been around this world long enough to know not to trust your long enough to know to trust your instinct, and right now your instinct is to wait. Soon enough the hut doors open and an elderly woman hobbles out. She immediately waves in your direction. You and only you. Confused, you ask why just yourself, or more particularly why you would ever trust her to begin with. She smiles. Because I know what the false king dreams of at night. The mercenaries around you turn about and ask what she said, you put a hand up and tell them to stay their ground while you go have a talk with the mysterious woman. Stay here and stay on guard. You come in with your sword drawn just to find the woman offering you a bowl of stew. She suggests it's only rabbit and potatoes, and more the former than the latter. Sheathing your sword, you take the bowl and have a seat with her opposite you. A couple of candles burn nearby, and there are glyphs painted on the walls in white and similar shapes hanging from the ceiling as dream catchers. The woman puts her elbows on the table. There are trinkets wound in her hair, clips of bird bones and feathers. She carries a weathered face, though her eyes are starkly young, like pearls glimmering from the depths of a swamp. I knew you would come in like a phantom of a friend, like a moth to a flame seeking truth that cannot be tamed. Pushing the bowl back across the table, you ask if she's a witch. She nods affirmingly and stares at you before nodding again. Good. You haven't killed me, which means you're thinking now. I'm indeed a so-called witch, but I'm alone, entirely alone, and hounded by others. You might call them my sisters, but these others know who you are just as I do. They want your blood. They can smell it, and that is why I want to talk. What is it that you want? The woman draws a long object wrapped in tablecloth, and sets it on the table. She throws back its linens to reveal a jagged obsidian blade with a leather strips for a grip. Cut your flesh and bleed upon the black. The Hexen and their lowly craft shall come, and then you shall kill them all. After that we can talk, sellsword and witch and sellsword. You ask what's in it for you. The witch cackles. Oh, sellsword, you are not in the business of allegiance, but in this business of gold, and with a clever turn of coin, you know friend can turn to foe. But I offer something more, a truth which cannot be seen, a truth for the false king. We've already come this far. The black blade rests on your hand, and your reflection rests jaggedly in its stony grooves. Stretched and pulled into every divot and edge, 'tis a simple stone, a simple dagger, that is all. Not the least bit heavy, but you feel the import like dust tossed upon a grave. There is not so much weight in the sand as there is in the throw itself. The blade is either a loss or a gain, and there's only one way to see which. The witch nods. You nod back and slash your upper arm. The blood pools onto the stone, and your reflections disappear beneath the crimson. Almost growling, the witch eagerly leans in and presses the blade against the skin. More, sellsword, more. You slash again and flexed. A spurt hits the stone. She takes the knife and slaps a spotless cloth into the wound. Well enough, sellsword. Go to your men and prepare. You stand and look at the woman you ask. And once I kill your enemies, will we talk again? She smiles. In so many words, yes. Then I will do so. When you step outside and inform the company that hostiles are coming, soon enough a haggard woman are spotted walking between the trees of the forest, their long fingernails scratching across the bark, and their drooling lips sniveling up to snort and cackle. The first to come, though, has a long head shaped like a canoe. An infant skull dangles from her necklace, and a leather bag bounces at her hip, 2 rabbit's feet sticking out of the pouch. She glares at the hunt and sniffs the air, then shifts her eyes upon you. Ah, you have made a covenant with that bitch. You nod. The deal's been made, aye, and it will end with you dying on the end of this blade, and I believe she prefers to be called witch. Another Hexen steps forward. We prefer to call her cunts. Kill the sellswords. Kill the captain. Take the captain alive, but remove his eyes and that lousy tongue. A throng of witches rushes forward, some already shifting into licentious-looking younglings, while others revolve their arms in ritual rites to battle. Alright, that's quite the army that they're coming to attack me with. That's not great. There's 4 of them. I wonder if I can snipe them down. Because I think this is going to be like a situation where it's like, shoot him as much as I can, and then pull back. So when they charm my front line, I don't get myself attacked. I assume he's just going to smash down my front line, unfortunately. Nope, he didn't. That worked out actually pretty well. But yeah, I gotta keep those archers away from everybody so they don't get locked down. Now they're gonna slam into my front line here. Alright, she missed. He landed. She missed. Something ate something back there. Come on. Alright, good. Oh. Try to get the one off the elevated position. I doubt she's gonna focus on charming. Nice. Charming my dogs, but I figure I can try. So I think there's one more. Witch around here somewhere. Alright. Wolves are moving around to try to flank me. She's there, but she just came out into the open. Good. Nice. Shoot her. Excellent. Alright, so now I just gotta survive these guys. And we should be good. I'll move you up here to lock those two down. I don't know who's the wiser of the two to kill right now. Alright, he's down. And I feel like I should be moving you up to try to lock some of these guys down in combat. Stop them from flanking me. Alright. Shit. Shit! He just ate two of my guys. I assume that just does damage every turn. I can't imagine that's like if you can't kill them quick enough, it's going to be an auto death. But that... How the hell did that just happen? Well, this is a problem. Not landing my hits, and I'm tired. Oh my god. I'm gonna be so pissed off if I end up, losing characters because I can't land these attacks. Okay. I'm not quite sure what happened there. He must have tried to run or something. Well, let's just free you. Attack there. Okay. Let's try to get this guy back. He's healing. Good hits. Oh boy. This is just getting to be painful. Now he's gone all the way through the armor there. Alright. Damn it. Now by doing that, I can't get in here. Damn it. Damn it. Thought I was gonna get the kill here. Let's get you over one. You're now fatigued. So I can run him up to here. I kind of hate to do it because he's so close to dying, but... there goes my dog. Good. Oh, I don't even think he did much for damage while he was in there. Alright, nice. Alright, spider's gone. Now what do we got left? We got 2 dire wolves and an armored unhold. He's running. Here goes my other dog. Alright, you're poisoned, so let's just keep you back. Let's keep you back. Hopefully I'm not going to regret running these ones down, because I have on the last couple of battles. I should have just used your fatigue. Now I'm out of arrows. Nice. Of course. Alright, come on. One hit. That's all I need. There we go. Quite a bit of crafting materials here. We're pretty much maxed out now. Alright. I wonder if I leave something. There's not really much to leave, though. At last the witches is slain. The last of the witches are slain. And you have their corpses mutilated for good measure. Ears, lips, noses, toes, all of them cut off. The bags are emptied out, and the items crushed into powder and covered in dust. Fleshy bits of animal parts are dumped into a pile and promptly burned as the fire rises. The Hexen from the hut seemingly appears out of nowhere and takes you by the arm. Your men draw their swords, but you hold your hand up. You tell them to keep salting the earth, so to speak, and as you enter the hut you look back to see a few of the men pissing on the embers of the fire. Inside the hut you sit down where you had before. On the table you find something rolled up in a handkerchief, and the witch pinches its corner and rolls it between the fingers and thumbs. She looks at and tips her chin forward and turns her hands and palms up. Who are you? How do you know where I am? Who were the ancients? What is Dakville? Who are you? The witch smiles. An old hag in the forest hut. Everything else is hearsay. You stare at her long enough to see that there's little fruit to bear in chasing this question further. How do you know who I am? She stares at the wrapped item. I don't even know your name, Sellsword. I haven't the slightest inclination to begin to care. It is not a matter of who you are, but what you are. She turns her hands as though they were following a tune. The blood of the ancients resides within you. It resides within us all, but you particularly well. Her nose crinkles as she snorts, and she exhales. She grins madly. It is ever so there, and if I can smell it, then the whole world can smell it. Who are the ancients? She taps the handkerchief, and whatever is beneath it wraps the table. She answers, the ancients were men before our time. Truly, truly before our time. Imagine a kingdom. Now imagine a kingdom that ruled the kingdoms, and an empire, that's correct. Now imagine an empire that ruled empires. Unfathomable power such as that leaves the world with great vengeance, and it will spend its dying days ruining those which have ruined it. You ask if the empire is dead, and the witch smiles. I suspect not, but I do not truly know. What is Davcool? Shrugging and leaning back, the Hexen asks you to repeat the name Davcool. She shakes her head. I have heard nothing about this Davcool. I suppose a god, you say? Well, he has not spoken to me. You stare at her and try to pry a hidden truth from her eyes, but she seems earnest in her response, and you change the subject. Were the greenskins human? The Hexen cackles. I wish. Have you ever seen what orcs got between their legs? Ugh. Wouldn't mind a ride on that if I knew. If I knew it wouldn't tear me in half and fark one end while I'm wearing the other for a glove. You raise an eyebrow and nod as though to say, of course. Why do you call me the false king? For the first time, there is a crack in the witch's facade. She purses her lips. When did I call you that? You point to the door and then the table. You answer. I walked in and you said I'd seek the truth, that you know what the false king dreams. The Hexen taps the handkerchief rather mindlessly. She looks up. Then you have my apologies, Sellsword. I remember no such thing. I am but a fragile old woman, older than I look, and I'm not very cheeky about that. You press her on the matter and she only stonewalls you further. What is it that I dream of? The Hexen leans forward. She puts her hands to your face, and you feel the leathery fingers press deep into your cheeks like half-dozen walnuts. They rub the corners of your eyes and tap your temples. All the while she is smiling and then pulls back. You go to the noblemen and the rich, and they pay you gold in return. You risk your life and limb, and you slaughter and murder and kill all that you can, and there you are day after day wondering if it's all you are good for, and afterward the Highborn shut the door on you and your deeds, and you hear them inside having a grand time, music playing, womenfolk laughing, jesters joking. The festivities are riotous, and you are outside with a bag of gold in hand and its blood-slaked receipt, and you go down to the pub and buy yourself a whore and tip a coin to the minstrel for a song, and you can taste a fine wine in even the cheapest cellars. But there is no escape from that horrible feeling in the back of your head that you feel you are born into fever, and all this violence and death is not a means to an end, but the end itself. It is what you are and what you are always will be. She pauses, she sighs, continues. Sellsword, the power of a lie is only equaled by one's desire to believe in it. You live a powerful lie, and such power you will not go easily. I beg you, be only what you can understand. It was not yourself or your weaponry or the presence of your company whole which brought her fear, but only the dawning of some unknown realization as she speaks to you now. Who am I? You stand up yelling at the woman for answer. She slaps you in the face and you stiffen and falter back a step. A drop of blood slips down your cheek and you catch it in your cuff. The witch grabs the handkerchief and throws it off, revealing an obsidian blade beneath. It is sharper than you remember, a vivid sliver of yourself running down the edge as though you cracked a door towards a mirror. The Hexen sits back and pushes the weapon across the table. No more, sellsword. There's only so much I know, and so much you need to know. We've made a deal, and this is the end of it. You take the dagger and you ask what she did to it. She refuses to answer, and then you ask if there are more out there like her. She grins playfully. I pray there are not. You gain the obsidian dagger. Well, we're done then. I shall take my leave. You You have served your purpose then. Die, witch. I wonder if she's going to attack me if I do that. I don't know if I can survive another battle. My guys are pretty injured. The witch folds her fingers and nods. You nod back, and then grab the obsidian dagger and plunge it into her chest. She bleeds like any man or woman you know. She coughs and chokes on her blood, like any living being you know, and she reels backwards, eyes wide with fear, like many you have known before. You draw the dagger out and kick her. She goes wailing, and her hands reach out and drag down fistful of drink catchers and cobwebs alike, and her elbow snaps a board of wooden cutlery, and the utensils scatter all over the hut with a hollow clanging. Weak fingers clasp a butter knife, her eyes piercing yours. She coughs once, twice. She drops the butter knife to pound her chest with a fist, and a spurt of blood onto her chin. She looks up. We had a deal, sellsword. You sheath the dagger and nod. Aye. You had a deal with the mercenary and you got what you want out of it. Myself, I had a deal with the world to get rid of you and your ilk full. Nice talk and have a good life. Gargling, the Hexen head lowers to the floor and her body goes limp. When you head outside, the company asks what happens. You tell them to burn the hut and prepare to get back on the road. Time to go. Alright. Obsidian dagger. Resurrects any human killed with it as a Wegganger fighting for you. Huh. Interesting. A hermit gave you the stone dagger. Reflections in its glass seem to move on its own, but is clearly a trick of eye. Very curious, however. Blood never seems to dry if it rests upon the obsidian. Cool. So, looks like a unique dagger. Well, these are all kind of lame. I guess let's get you some HP. And I guess we'll get you fearsome. You leveled as well. Get you some fatigue. You got a 4 there. And I guess we'll get you some 3 here. You've got brawny. I suppose we can get him recover in case he needs it. You still got your perks. You've leveled. Boy, for a main guy, you're not very good compared to my other ones. Let's see. Maybe we get him some more resolve? I don't even know. Probably range defense, since you tend to get shot so much. And we'll save those points again. I can't really go anywhere because I gotta sell. So I guess we make our way up to there. So alright, we did that. Cleared out the witch hut. Alright, what do you guys got here? Got some overpriced stuff, but our stash is full. The price is terrible. What would I sell? Sell the military cleaver. We'll take the tools. Then we'll come up here and see if we can craft anything good. Ooh, shit. Go away, barbarians. I don't want to fight you. Alright, taxidermist. Apothecary's Miracle. What does that do? A powerful remedy against common illnesses and disease to reduce inflammation. Characters treated with this drug recover faster. Cat potion. Heightens your reflexes. Direwolf pelt. Heavy armor. What is this? This necklace is fashioned from trophies. Will not be easily daunted. I don't know what that means. Large quiver. Well, let's make one, I guess. See what it does. It just increases resolve by 6. Alright, that's not bad. Guess let's buy that. What I'm trying to figure out is, should I buy a couple more bolt arrows? I kind of feel like I should. In case I get another archer. Alright, let's just hold on to that stuff. But that should get us quite a bit more inventory space. Alright, good. What was that, 10 resolve? Good, I got some nice supplies here. We'll buy those. Buy some furs. And then I guess I'm going to come up to that other town. Violent blade. Wow. That's a hell of a violent blade. I don't have anywhere near the resources to buy that, unfortunately. Pretty cool weapon, though. I don't know if anything here is too cool. Alright, see if we can sell some stuff here. Looks like prices are slightly better. Alright, price is going up. Alright, that all looks promising. Sell that stuff too. Ah, so these are just items to sell. I thought maybe they were going to be crafting. Alright, well that gets me all the way up to 11,000. That's not too bad. Alright, let's buy all the dogs, I guess. War dog. I think those are the ones I have, right? Yeah, so I got 2. Put you here. I'll put you to there, and that'll get us some more inventory space. Same with here. Got the bird. There we go. Get these crafting items up here. Yep, that should be good. Alright. We gotta get to 20,000 for our next set of items. Alright, nice. I wish I had more supplies though. I'm only up to 72. I can't believe how slow my supplies are. Because I'd really like to just kind of explore and do some of these battles, but I can't really do it if I don't have any supplies. We're up to 2510. I mean, maybe I just keep going back and forth and then filling them up. I hate to come down this way, because there's not a ton over there. Let's see. Yeah, there's no, like, easy way for me to get down there either. It would take a lot of days. Well, maybe I will just kind of come around here and investigate the north a little bit for a while. But again, I would really like to have more supplies in order to take full advantage of that. Guess we can just buy those arrows while we're here too. I mean, we've got a lot of food. That would allow us to heal too. Well, maybe that's what I'll do. So we'll just come over here and scout some of this stuff off. So, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. Encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.